So first of all, I want to ask you if you have questions regarding the outreach of this week. No, it's clear. Okay. Um, I have heard that it is the same that week one, but it's not the same. It's similar. It's similar because in week one, um, you ask the student to, or you welcome the student to the semester and you ask them to prepare a success plan. But in this week, it's like to make sure that they created the success plan. Okay. So, and if they didn't, you can help them to create one. Okay. Or to check or maybe make some improvements or suggest some improvements. So this is the difference. But yes, if it is clear, great. No questions. Okay, so let's move. I will share my screen. Let me see. Um, okay, so this week activities. Okay, guys, so as I told you before, I think that last week, managers are like checking randomly our team activities. Okay, our team activities means all the activities that you are creating for my team. Okay. So for this reason, I created this document last week to organize your Monday to have documentation. I just I just took this screenshot from the system like 10 minutes ago, or well, not 10 minutes, like 30 minutes ago. And this is how we are going in this week. Okay. So it doesn't have the names of the mentors, but but we can see that just 9 of 26 mentors created activities on Monday. Okay. So I don't see that anyone is creating activities as I requested. Okay. So I know it's hard, guys. I know it's difficult sometimes to do all the things on Monday, but try to do it. So my suggestion in this, like in this example, in this, like in this guide that I created, is to avoid this. Okay. I want 16 of 16 mentors creating activities. At least I know at least 5 new activities. Okay, because this is what they are seeing, that you are like connected, that you are working on the system. So in this case, we have one mentor who created 72 activities. Okay, probably he or she sent outreaches to everyone. And okay, we have two mentors who created 70 or 72. Okay, so probably they send the outreach to everyone and then document it without no response. And that's fine, because then on the rest of the week, they can update this. But if you're not able to do this, at least create, I don't know, 5, 10. It's okay. It's okay. You don't need to create the 70 in the first day, but at least 10 every day. Okay. Do you have question about this? It is clear what I expect from you guys. Yeah. Nice. So if no question, I assume that everyone understand. And the next week on Monday, we will have 16 activities, 16 different mentors creating activities. Okay. Nicola?
By activities, you mean like sending the outreaches and responding weekend emails and things like this, right?
Yes. I mean, but if you answer a weekend email, probably you will document this on an old activity, on last week activity.
Okay.
So I mean a new one.
All
For
right.
example,
Like
you send the
outreaches for the
exactly,
new,
exactly.
okay.
Outreaches or actions, let's say. Okay, at least
Okay.
five, 5, 10, I don't know. At least 5. For Monday, new activities. I mean, new outreaches or actions, but created on Monday.
It's something something I wasn't doing because of the volume of emails I received and had to answer. from students. Something I wasn't aware or wasn't very worried about was sending the outreaches until Wednesday. Uh, and you said this last week. And sure, it makes sense because we have to send them at the beginning of the week, so we have time to talk to them or to respond. And I was like, until Friday, sometimes I was sending outreaches like, and it's the end of the week. So
Yeah,
I used to send a lot of outreaches always on Monday, but I never finished them before Wednesday. So that's my next goal, is like to finish them until today or Wednesday.
that's fine. The thing is to it's to have the opportunity to send like an a follow-up email or message on Wednesday or Thursday, so you can have time to receive an answer. Because if you send the outreach in the best of the cases on Wednesday and you send a follow-up on Friday, you will not have time to receive the answer. Okay. So, and it is like a chain, because if you send the outreach on Friday, probably the student will answer you, I don't know, on weekend or Monday. So the next week you will send the outreach on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday again.
Yeah.
So it is like a chain. Okay, it is happening
It was
every
happening
week.
to me that
Exactly.
students sometimes were answering me at things I asked last week. So I was
Exactly.
documenting things from the previous week, and I didn't have time to talk to them about the things of that week. So
Mm-hmm.
that's something I understood I needed to improve.
Great, great. So guys, just it is clear. So next week I want to see 16 mentors documenting on Monday. Okay, at least 5 documentations. That's fine, but at least 5 new activities. Great. Let's move to the next one. Okay, oranges last week. We had 6 oranges last week. Um, and the main like issues were not KB attached, as Christine said. Sometimes I got you that sometimes you know the answer, and or I mean, because you know the answer or because you think it is not a KB related, you do not attach a KB. We had like maybe a very strict evaluator also, because I have seen that other evaluators are not marking this down. Um, so I'm trying to appeal also like by this way, saying, hey, this evaluator didn't mark down this. Why my evaluator is marking this down? But they say, okay. I mean, the manager say it is not my like it is not my deal. They don't have uh I don't have power over them. So the manager just like cry with me, because it also impacts her team. But yes, we need to focus on what's next, guys. Don't be discouraged for this. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, and as I say, your oranges impact my performance also. So I feel bad as you feel. Okay. Um. So I try to do my best also, and I try to smile even with this like difficulties, and I want you to do the same. and and I will share a tip to like to balance this. Lucas,
So I just have a question about this. I got an orange last week, but then I checked yesterday and it's blue. And I don't know if you did something or why this happened. If this is
I don't
correct.
yeah, I remember your case. It was because you were sick last Wednesday, I think.
Yeah.
So for this reason, you were scored orange because you did not answer in 24 hours. Then I told the evaluator that you were sick. So for this reason, you were not answering on time. So for this
Hey,
reason,
I
they
was sick.
changed.
I was sick as well. Asking me
Yeah,
blues.
everyone was sick right now.
I'm still sick.
No, okay. But something to clarify, thank you, Lucas. Um, even they even that they changed this last week, Lucas, not just right just now. So they changed this like on Thursday or Friday, I don't remember. Because they changed when I asked this. But for the next time, they say if the mentor is sick and will not answer in 24 hours, they need to take the day off. Okay, so this is something for all of you to know. Even if you are sick because you say, okay, I have a headache or I have, I know, flu or something, and I need to rest. If you answer past 24 hours, but in your Clockify, this day is on. I mean, if you track some hours that day, so you will be marked as you are not answering 24 hours. Okay. So for Lucas, it was an exception, like because it was the first time. Okay, but if not, if we have like time on Clockify and we are not answering in 24 hours, you will be marked orange. Okay, it's clear? Yeah, Christine?
What if it's 30 minutes before 24 hours?
It's still within 24 hours.
Okay. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. If before 24 hours, that's fine. Okay. I feel kind of sick now that you mention it. Gladys getting sick because oranges. Okay, and the other thing, guys, it's missing parts of conversation. Because I don't know, for example, the student. Can you hear me? Yes? Okay. So the
Yes.
student maybe, I know,
Yes, sorry.
you set an appointment with the student and the student never showed up to the call, for example. But you didn't document this. The student never show up or something like that. So the evaluator assume that it is a missing documentation because the call was not documented or something like that. Because the last thing that the evaluator see is, okay, you had an appointment with the student, you had a call, and where is the call? Okay, so this happened in some of the oranges this week. So remember to put notes. Remember to put notes. Please review the conversation. Take Fridays to review all your significant conversations to see if you are not missing something. Okay, maybe a note, a clarification, or I don't know. I mean, you know what are the things that you need to have there. Okay, Lucas.
So just about the evaluation thing that I shared with you, like in the group. I know that you already shared with them, but the thing that makes me I was really upset last week, it was because like sometimes we have like 4 video calls in a week, 5 video calls. We answer like to 13 students and help one of them stay. And then we get an orange sometimes because of like a small thing, like as
Yeah.
we shared before. And so sometimes I think so it's better for us to not have answered any student and get yellow than like doing our best and helping a lot of students and just getting marked out because of one small mistake that we did. So that's what I don't think it's correct, the way we are evaluated. It's better not to work and have like and get yellow than like having 14, 15 students answering and helping them. And like we are not being evaluated by the good things that we do. We are being evaluated just by the mistakes that we make. So I don't think that's correct as well.
Well, this is
Um,
some this is something that I told to Kathy yesterday. This is like this feeling that you are like expressing to me. This is what I told him. Yeah, I'm asking you to be good mentors, and you are being evaluated as data entry people. Okay,
yeah.
so data entry means I know putting text and putting like fields and these things. So I told her that it would be nice if you are evaluated as mentors also. So yeah, let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. Christine.
So I have a student which is in the not enrolled tab. So before the semester start, we were just talking like casual talking, and I did not document since he's not enrolled and we're just talking casually. So, but last week he contacted me that he's enrolled to a courses, and then we check it, he's not enrolled. But he sent me a screenshot of his canvas and he is indeed registered. So I start documenting just last week of our interaction. Will I get a markdown for it?
No,
If
because the
ever,
evaluator, usually the evaluator, I mean, you need to have like a bad luck to have the evaluator checking the student profile. Okay, it is not normal. Usually evaluator just like evaluate the conversation. Okay, they don't know if you contacted the student last week or something like that. So they are not checking that. There are other people checking that, probably Pathway, but they are not evaluating. They just check probably the student profile. Most times, well, mostly it's when the student is complaining about something. So they enter to the student profile and they see the whole thread of the conversation with the mentor. But evaluator just evaluate the conversation. I mean the activity. For this reason, it's important to put notes because they don't understand. If you say, for example, I know you have a video call and you did not you did not FERPA check, for example, okay, and you say, okay, I did not FERPA check because it is my second video call with the student. But if you don't leave a note, the evaluator will not know this because the evaluator is not checking prior activities for the student. For this reason, it's important for the note because the evaluator just open this activity, this conversation, and see what's there. Okay, so even if you did not document or if you did not contact the student last week, the evaluator will not know this. Okay, the evaluator will just evaluate the activity that they are seeing as significant this week. Does it make sense, Christine? It's clear?
yeah. Okay.
Okay, nice.
Thank you.
Anyway, if you know that this student is enrolled and still appears in your not enrolled tab, send me the ID and we can check. And
I
also,
did.
guys, what? Sorry?
I did send it to you.
Okay, nice. Also, guys, sometimes the students say I'm enrolled, but they enroll for the second block. So for this reason, they not appear in your tab, okay? Because they are enrolled for the second block. They will appear in week 8 on your roster. Leonardo?
I just want to quick share something. I remember I'm here for 3 semesters, so this is my 3rd semester. I remember the first one I was really frustrated with the same things that our colleagues are frustrated about. And I just want to share that doesn't help at all. I became like a complaining guy. I complained about the job with my wife, with my colleagues in my other jobs. So I just complained. It was just complaining a lot of time. It was terrible. Like my wife was pregnant and she was like, you should stop. She'll give up the work. I don't know, like quit because it's not helping at all here in home. So it's not worth it. So I just start taking care of the little things because I know I was marked down once because that I copy an email and the screenshot just appear as image.jpg, something like that, and I didn't explain what was that image, and I was like marked down, and I was like, okay, that's okay. I just need to explain what it is. So I just want to share that it will not help like this feelings because I passed through this. It was terrible. It was the worst like 14 weeks in my life. So just I don't know, we can do better. We created a document with the things. I think that will help a lot. Just put there all the markdowns they receive and study this and just Fridays take care of this. That's what I want to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Leonardo. Thank you, Leonardo. Great advice. Okay, Carlos.
I think we should use another type of metric when they want to evaluate us because as I'm completely agree with Lucas when he says about like there's only ways to lose points because I think, for example, if we help more than 10 students, we should get more understanding about these small mistakes. It's like we start 100, and if we do something, we score down, down, and down, and it should be some equivalence when they want to do a good evaluation. And I know in the other side, because when evaluators they do mistakes, I said it in the chat, very funny. But when they do mistakes, I don't know if also it is like that, because as you said before, it can affect the motivation of the mentor, because I've been in touch with some of you guys as well, by chat, and we have the same feelings. It's like you are doing with all your effort, your work, and afterwards, when you see this kind of stuff, it's like you receive a wrong feedback. I think in that side, it should be consider this situation, the manager as well.
Well, this is something that the same. This was the reason why I talked to Kathy in our meeting, because it is not something that you feel. This, I mean, all the mentors are feeling the same. So probably all the MSAs feel the same also. And I say this, hey, Kathy, I don't think that I'm the only one, the only MSA feeling this. Also, my teammates are feeling the same, because their mentors are feeling the same. And she she says something like, it is not on us. It is something that Pathway is like measuring like this. And they are our client, and we cannot like put the rules for our client. Our client is requesting something, and we just need to do what they request. Okay, so this is the hard part of this relation with Pathway, that we cannot say, hey, I will create a new scorecard and we will evaluate this time. No, because the client are them, and they set the rules. Okay, and if we don't like the rules, okay, let's look for another company different from GMS to give the service, to provide the service. So it's hard. So we are trying a little bit to change some things. But she say, yes, I understand you. Let's see what we can do. But thank you, Carlos, for your feelings. Okay, so last thing I want to share with you is this. So this is the new file, okay, that I have asked you to create. And in this case, we have Ivana, okay. So Ivana, I don't know if all those numbers are like very super accurate, but probably closer to accurate, okay. And what I can see from Ivana is that she has a lot of answers every week, okay. And last semester it was the same. She got a lot of answers every week from the students. So the first thing that I want you to share with you guys when you got oranges is that if you are doing a great job as a mentor and working on retention, working on creating a relationship with your students, okay, you need to be worried by the oranges, but you need to feel like to feel good with you, because you are helping them. Okay, you have been a good mentor. What I want to mean with this, last semester, and sorry, Ivana, I need to point you out, but last semester, Ivana had a lot of oranges, and probably she was not like on the average expected from the company. The thing was that at the end, when we need to choose who, like the renewal contracts, okay, when we need to evaluate mentors, I say, okay, Ivana probably had a lot of oranges, because she was new and she was missing some timestamp and some other things. But Ivana is one of the mentors who is receiving more responses from all my team. So when I told this to the manager, it was like another, I know, it was a game changer, okay? Because the manager say, okay, she's doing great as a mentor, so it's okay. She had a lot of oranges, and we need to make sure that she doesn't commit the same mistakes next semester, okay? But she's a great mentor, or at least the numbers show this, Okay, and for this reason, I wanted to use this analytics with you guys. The idea is to raise our response rate. And I don't think that just students that Ivana that Ivana has are very responsive, because they are random students, and probably you have the same random students. So if she is able to get a lot of responses, probably she's doing something that all of the others are not doing. Okay. Anyway, you can improve on this. Maybe you can ask Ivana what she's doing. And I say Ivana because Ivana has, we have Ivana in the screen, but I know that other mentors also had a very good numbers. But the thing is, I want to show this. No matter how many oranges, or it matters how many oranges we got, but don't focus too much on just oranges. Okay, focus on at least continue being good mentors, because at the end it will pay. Okay, in some way it will pay. Okay, so at the end, if we need to evaluate who is the mentor we need to renew and who don't, because the oranges, probably we will choose the mentors who has like more retention. Okay, Lucas, so you were asking about this. So you will be also you will be paid for this. You will receive your reward for helping a student to continue. Okay, so don't worry about the oranges. It's true, but at the end, I'm the one who say, okay, this mentor, I mean, I'm not the one who decides, but I am the one who say, okay, this mentor has this amount of conversation. This mentor has a very good, I know, completion rate of recommended action. She's doing like, I know, in 12 hours, in 24 hours, the actions. So he is like, I know, answering or send an emoji to every message that I send to updates group. I request something and he or she did in 15 minutes, in one day, I know, in 1 hour. Okay. So the attitude, guys, also has it weights in the general balance. Okay. So if you have a good attitude, if you do your best, don't worry a lot about oranges. Okay. Do you have questions? Gladys, you have a comment or question?
Yes, Axel, about documentation. If we have a documentation that's from the last week's outreach and they responded on Saturday, until Monday or Tuesday, are we going to extend the conversation from last week, or just that's going to be set for another, like, the present week?
Sorry, again, I didn't get you.
It's about documentation, Axel. When is the finalization of last week's documentation, since they responded Saturday?
I mean, you can do, I mean, if the student is answering on weekend, and you see this email on Monday, let's say, you should answer, or you should document in the last week activity. Okay, and if you, as I say in the guide, if you like receive the email and then you think that you can send the response to the email and the new outreach, okay, you can document everything in a new activity on Monday and just put a note explaining why you are like answering the student question. But in this case, you need to have the student response, okay, your response, and then the outreach, everything in the same activity. If you will not send the outreach because the student answer requires like a more detailed answer, okay? If the question requires a more detailed answer, or you need to have, I know, you need to exchange more emails, then don't send the outreach and keep updating this on the last week activity. Does it make sense? It's clear it's your question, I know.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, nice. Okay, continue with this file, guys. I want you, well, in this case, Ivana, I need you to update this week 3. Okay, you did not do this. So I need you to update every week, okay? At the end of your week, on your Friday, how many students answered. And then on Monday, if you receive some like responses during the weekend, you can update the file, okay? And then in week 0 or 1, you have some options in outreach type. You need to select the correct option. Outreach resources, if you have used something, the score you will get, you got from your scorecard. What is the issue? If, I don't know, let's say that you got yellow or orange or red, what is the issue and what is your plan to improve? So I want you to fill this out, okay? This part on the bottom of the page. And then we will like review this together in our 101s. Lucas?
So I have just a question. How can we look like the past weeks contacted? Can I find this information or
The
I
what?
cannot do it anymore? Like the past weeks. Because I didn't complete all of them.
No.
I need
You from week 0 to week 2, I will complete this for you.
okay.
You will
Okay.
complete from week 3,
Onwards.
if possible, or if not, if you start now, week 4, and I will complete the all weeks. Don't worry about this.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Any question about this file? You need to fill this on Friday. Okay. No question. Just to finish, guys, scorecards don't define us as mentors. Okay, so I know mentors getting blues and not helping students at all because they are just focusing on good documentation and probably they are not doing nothing for the mentors. Okay, for the students, sorry. Probably they are not answering the student and they are cheating on documentation and they got blues. Okay, so a blue doesn't define this mentor as a great mentor. And in the other side, an orange not define you neither as a mentors because you are doing great job sometimes. It's important, yes, it's important to have good scorecards. It's important, of course. And if we can get greens and blues all the time, that would be great. But please don't be discouraged because orange. Because I know that in your cases, most of your cases, you are doing amazing. Let's see oranges as opportunities to improve. And as I said before, if you are doing your best as a mentors, probably we will get the reward at the end of the semester. And last semester, we had 3 cases of 3 mentors who were under the performance, the requested performance. 2 of them, I needed to let them go because their attitude and some other metrics were not like achieved. But we have Ivana, who got also a lot of oranges, and she did a great job as a mentor, and she was renewed. So we have a clear example of this. And I know that in the future will be the same. So use oranges to improve. And if you need some encouragement, some help or something, I'm here to help you guys. Okay. Thank you very much for everything. So let's keep working hard. And thank you for all you are doing. So I will give the time, some minutes to Carlos. He has an announcement.
Thank you, Axel. So, guys, it's been a pleasure for me to be in this wonderful team, to meet Axel and Lucas, all the people also